Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Rogue Trader. We just had a big, sort of fairly big pitched battle in the last episode, so I guess we should carry on from here, really. I don't think we can do anything with this device now, I was just checking. We can shut off some Steam supply for whatever reason. Not sure what that's done. There's some lore stuff over here. We'll go check that out. Okay. We got a trap that's here. So let's do that. One thing I like about all the Owlcat games is if you see a trap, it automatically pauses, or you can set it to automatically pause. And then if you click on like the bomb trigger to disarm it, the person most skilled in doing that automatically goes. And also, everyone else stops, which is pretty good. Phantom Cloak, 15% armor against warp damage. Probably pretty good. I don't really understand what warp damage is. Something that maybe the demons and stuff do. We've only seen a few of those, including two that we killed pretty easily in this fight. I guess we could search all the bodies. I haven't really seen a way to, like, benefit from all that stuff. I mean, sell it maybe, but haven't found a merchant or anything yet. Okay, that's an exit. I wonder if the warehouse entrance we found before that we didn't go in the last episode, I'm wondering if this is where it leads to. We might take that alternative exit out of here when we leave.
Victory awaits.
Or maybe all this useless junk that we're collecting, you can break it down and craft it into more useful stuff? I don't know. I haven't seen any mention of a crafting system yet. Okay, so we've got another trap.
None shall stand in my way.
It's got a few traps. I wonder if it was an option to sort of come in here quite sneakily, which we didn't. We just basically ran in the front door and attacked everyone.
Right there. Never doubt me.
But it does make me think that it was probably possible to do a stealthier infiltration.
The Emperor favors me today.
But we chose not to. Probably via this way. This is the door we came in. But we could have come here and maybe avoided the fight, or I don't know. Humming transformers. Okay, but I noticed there were some stairs down here, so maybe we should go and see what's down this way. The sewers. Okay, let's do that. That's quite good. Another Owlcat thing is that if you leave an area, all the sort of uncollected loot is available to get. So keep that in mind, that we don't need to loot every corpse. Rabble shit. Underhive rabble. Okay, they're not automatically hostile to us, interestingly. They're asking us to spare their life.
What is that?
So what did I see? Like a lore thing, maybe?
Operation successful.
The barrier between worlds has grown so thin here, you can feel a breeze coming from the other side. Okay. I'd love like a black market merchant or someone like that.
It's about time. Attention to detail is the key to success.
Unholy symbols scratched in the wall.
lie there.
Yeah, these awareness checks is us spotting these lore things.
Annihilate them!
So this is a warp entity. Okay. We've started a fight. As far as I can tell, this is the only hostile creature. Let's position our melee characters either side of it. Maybe give our sort of shooty characters a little more cover. So we've got some allies. What was the lore check then that sort of led to this? Can't. Oh. I have no idea. Alright, who we got? Adira. Let's put the lore check on. So he's got that now. So if we do this, it should do extra damage, right? Doesn't look like it's doing extra damage. So has he got dodge 62%? That feels quite high. No armor though. We should have put that cloak on it. Extra 15% armor against warp damage. Oh wow. Oh no. It turned all these guys against us. Oh dear. Well, this might be a valuable thing to do here. Like boost our weapons while kind of limiting theirs. Alright, let's get rid of one of these then. I kind of want this warp entity to go down, so can I actually just charge him from here? Now let's put on like a sworn enemy. And we'll charge. Oh, he dodged. He's got high dodge. That's unfortunate. Going to concentrate on this dude, I think. So maybe we could do something similar. What's the brace for impact? Deflection. Let's put a sworn enemy. Charge at him. That's alright. Another dodge. It's going to be fun. What? Oh no. He's teleported. Oh, okay. This is, well, it's an interesting fight now. I mean, I think we'll probably do that. Gonna need you to be a bit better at these. let's come here. Try again. She was the only 46%.
As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Alright, Genta, I guess that's you for now.
Pain cleanses the body.
Now we're managing to avoid some damage ourselves. Adira, though. Can she get a lightning on these guys? Are they too far?
Cover me.
Even the odds a little bit.
Anything is.
And that's it. Oh, the friendly fire in this. I swear the enemies do more damage to each other.
My vow is to serve. Early functions successfully terminated.
I wish you could move after attacking.
Request approved. The
Might as well do these, I don't.
comprehend.
I guess it'll be good. Boring dude. Well. So we go to these two. And maybe sort of dash over here. Got this one. I feel like we're going to need Avalard over here, aren't we? So let's move
Tried
them
and
up.
tested tactics are the best ones. I will do like I took care of this one.
Can we charge up? No, not round a corner, unfortunately. We'll do a brace for impact though. Defense. Endure. Put the sworn enemy on this thing again. Okay. Now Genta.
I'll do it.
I wonder if we do this on this guy. That's a shame.
Impressions has failed me.
Adira, we do with you. She's got the study enemies thing, hasn't she? So we can decrease its dodge and parry.
What? Was that you? Or
Yeah, so its dodge is now down to 46. That's good. I think we might as well try the lightning again. God, I only did 6. I did kill that one though. And forewarning, I might actually put that on herself. They just keep hitting each other. Yeah, Pascal, what's your 69? Okay, well, let's move you up and then we'll do a melee.
Spiritual core of insignificant value.
Boring dude. So I think we come up and we start laying into this creature. It should already be a sworn enemy, right? So let's do that.
Nothing I can't do.
Oh wow, it just teleported. I kind of wanted to see how much damage I did on it. But it's just brought in loads of reinforcements. So this is kind of designed to be like a running pitched battle, isn't it, I think? Alright, well let's charge up to here. Abelard, I think maybe we'll finish off this guy.
It will be done. Reduced to dust.
And then maybe use our charge to get up here a bit as well. And actually
Victory
go
is
pretty
imminent.
far. Okay. Do we want to refresh all our points and stuff? Yeah, why not?
No matter the cost. It will be done.
Gradually work our way back up towards here. Oh, I didn't get charge back. That's annoying. Don't need it though, because I
A
can do
tactically
this.
sound approach. At your beck and
Oof, we can still keep. You can keep going. All right. Is that it? I think that might be it for him now. Let's put on an endure. Okay. Oh yeah, these guys, they just need the movement, don't they now?
Through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Do a dash.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Maybe a shoot on the run, get a few more tiles.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Can she see anyone now? 58, 49, 36. Well, I guess I'll take the 58. Bad. She can do it again. Bad. Again, makes up for the misses earlier. Okay.
Not injured. I'm enraged.
My dear is in a similar position, but she doesn't have the mobility, so she can do that, and that's about it. He's going to do another one, isn't he? Right, Pascal, though, I think maybe we bring up this way. Again, he can't do an awful lot from here. Well, he might have a shot on. Oh, no, I've got the wrong one selected. There we go. Oh, ooh, it's got a 29. Why not? Okay, yeah. Understandable miss. Alright, I guess that's your lot. That's me.
my tactics are flawless.
I do have a gun I can equip, but with charge, where can we get to? I'll just come here. Right, let's switch weapons then. $31, $32. Alright, well, we'll try 31, I suppose. Did we hit? I think we must have hit because he's here now. I guess I'll endure.
Nothing I can't do.
We're just going to keep sort of working our way towards him again.
I will do my part to take care of this one.
Let's endure. Argenta just cut. Because Argenta might be able to. If she came here. 66. Okay, well that's probably worth a shot, I think.
Rejoice in battle. Doubt is for the weak.
Okay, what about
As the Emperor commands, I act.
maybe we can get another shot on him.
I'll do it.
Nice. Shame we crit when he was on about 2 wounds, but that's fine. We can sort of dash into a bit of cover there.
I act.
Adira has got stuck between 2 stools at the moment. I think it's probably going to be better to come around this way.
They who discern the future own
Unless
the
there's
battle.
any chance she can hit this with the lightning. That's too far. Oh, she needs a bit more mobility, Adira, doesn't she? Okay. Let's just get Pascal up a bit closer. Still got the clue stuff, so let's put that on. Okay, that's probably him. Oh, I'm so far behind. But I think I can probably charge into this guy.
See how they respond to this.
I'll need to equip my melee again.
Already done. Nothing of value has been lost.
And then maybe switch back to the gun. My aim is so bad. Oh, we managed to shoot Pascal. Lovely. Endure. Right, Abelard, we might finally be able to put some good damage on this guy.
It will be done.
Or not.
Victory is imminent.
Right, what have we got on this guy? 53. Oh, let's do it.
I will not.
Oh,
I'll
let's
do it.
just move there.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous
Another
fury.
shot.
Faith
46.
without thee, this is
Oh,
why
nice.
I was chosen.
Argenta. I think this guy is basically out of tricks now.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Oh, she can actually hit him with this.
On it.
Oh, he's got 1 HP. What's he got going on now?
Integrity failure detected.
Oh, and he parried that. Pascal's also got 1 HP. Well, can he end it?
Running my narrative override.
Yes, he can.
Terminated.
Well, that was an interesting fight. It actually was. I mean, we'll probably get back all this stuff. I'm not going to loot all this stuff because we should get it back, shouldn't we, when we leave the area? But I guess see if there's anything remarkable to loot. I don't think so. I think this is a fairly self-contained map, isn't it? Cool. But let's level up.
We shall prevail.
So this time... the weapon skill, that should be higher. And... I'm going to keep going into athletics, I think. Right, our blood. We'll do weapon skill. Let's do Medicae. Moxman. Ballistic. Awareness. Does that boost? It's still a good skill to have. I like perception in D&D. Adept. Maybe. Why can't she do this one? I think we've already got it. So what's this stuff? Biomancy. Can heal wounds and alter... Okay, that's interesting. Huh. I might do the biomancy. I wonder if we can actually heal like, the stuff we've got going on. Probably do with a bit more logic in the party. It's not bad. That's quite a good skill though, which we've just seen. So maybe we'll take that. Give him some Xeno's lore. Okay. Cool. I think we leave. Is this the way out? I think it is. So that was just a fun little combat area, like a mini boss sort of thing. So that was good fun. Oof, I mean, sure. We don't seem to have any sort of weight limits or anything on what we're carrying. What do you call it? I completely forgot what D&D calls that. You know, that's when you get overburdened because you're carrying stuff. Alright, so that was that area. That was a bit of fun. This elevator up here seemed to go to a potentially different area. I think it's just going to take us to that door that we were on the other side of before. But we'll see, I suppose. Actually, no. So... Interesting. Not where I thought we would be. Okay. That's alright.
None shall stand in my way.
That's the eastern coast. So we are in a different area now. This is the area we've sort of poked our heads into before, I think. Oh, hello. Some 10 people, children among them, are huddling together in fear. The elder family members are doing what they can to calm down the young. Several armed insurgents are watching the frightened hostages, but the watchers themselves are looking around nervously. Come to your senses, Harold. Look what you're doing to your own family. A woman of about 60, she sounds about 100 the way I do it, but still firm of limb, is kneeling down before a stocky man with a thick, pure white beard, stretching her arms towards him. Take pity on us, let us go. Fanatical old man. Can't you see I'm trying to save you? The man clutches his weapon tightly. Only Aurora can help us. Why can't you understand that? Upon seeing you, the man points his weapon at you. The other insurgents do the same. Who are you and why have you come? What are you... now you tell me, who are you and what are you doing to these people? I'm Senior. Oh, we've heard about him. My former name, Harold, is meaningless now. I'm a father leading his family to deliverance from woes. To salvation. Aurora has opened my eyes to the truth, and my children will see it. Harold, spare us. Spare your children. You've been torturing your own family in order to save them. You've been blinding them so they can see the truth. Those who lack faith cannot grasp the truth and will not be saved. The old man is obstinate, but you sense that the confidence in his voice has diminished. Think about it. What is my logic score? 100% chance. Well, that's good. So he's got logic 70, whereas the persuasion is only 65. Okay. Think about it. What good has the final dawn done to anyone at all? Some have died. Some have had their eyes scorched out. Some have gone insane. But they said the end was near. They promised salvation. I wanted nothing else. The man's weapon falls from his hands to the ground. He clutches his head. The old woman rises from her knees and approaches her husband. I know you were trying to save us, but there's still a way to set things right. The old man gestures to the other insurgents, who lower their weapons. Then he shifts his gaze to you, trying to hold back tears. What happens to us now? Let's go Imperialis. Your family will be taken care of. As for you, I condemn you to death. The old man's body falls to the ground. As soon as the hostages see it, they start moving faster and soon disappear behind the bend. Oh, we've got another level.
Challenge for me?
Let's see. Hello, hello, hang on. What's going on?
Pay attention.
Was there a trap? Oh yeah, it was probably a trap, wasn't it? Okay.
Duty prevails.
So what did we actually get from him? I kind of didn't see that because we were being shot at. Bolt pistol. What can Argenta do with that? I'll give it that. I'll give it this as well, why not? What's that? Heavy leathers armor. Maybe we could give that to someone like...
That my whispers tell me jokes?
I don't want to be here. I want to be in the infantry.
Eyes bleed and blood curdle. Talk about black comedy.
Because this would be better, wouldn't it? Oh, she can wield the hand flamer now. Could she do that before? I don't think she could she? I wonder if that's something she's gained. Okay, well let's do her alternate weapons slot then. Let's have one of those. She can dual wield these. Like that. Is she the only one who can do that? Does look like it. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at the level up then.
Tired of violence. Let's move.
I'll go down more the coercion route this time. Whenever the fighter is attacked, they gain 1 stack until the end of combat. At the start of the turn, he gains a temporary wound for each stack. Well, that's not bad. What else can we do? +1 damage deflection. Parried shot chance gains plus 25% of the fighter's total armor. That's probably pretty good. There's a lot of potential stuff. I'm not going to go down at all. Let's take thick skim. Abelard. Alright, let's do his Medicae again. We'll take Desolation. Marksman. Haven't needed to reload at all. Every 3 shots, so it'll do big... Yeah, maybe. She doesn't often have adjacent allies. It's not bad. She can throw a free grenade, it's not bad. I haven't got any sort of stuff like that. Oh, what have we got here? That's pretty good, surely. They're all pretty good. I don't know why they aren't thumbed up, but we could do... Let's give a bolter extra armor penetration. And... maybe she could have Imperium Law. Alright. Let's do the Adept. That's probably not bad if we plan on using that clue thing a bit more. What's her sort of character pack like? Okay. Ooh. You give poison to all our psycho attacks. I think that's probably pretty good, isn't it? Let's do that. She kind of our logic person? She might be. Alright. And then this dude. What's he kind of got in his stuff down here? I'd like... there was something about... yeah, let's increase his movement, because I'd like him to be sort of getting into that melee range a bit more. He does loads of damage with melee. Oh, what have we got here? Medicae. It's kind of our healer. Is he our healer? Why has he not got any med packs? Yeah, he can have them. I don't know if he just couldn't have them before. So we've got him healing, her healing, she can't, he can, and I can't. I wonder if you have to be a certain level of medicated in order to use that. If none attempts to remove one old wound. So what does it do? Too many injuries reduce resolve and cause a trauma. Alright, well let's try this then. So this guy. Try to remove my old wound.
Thank you. Now where were we?
Yeah, it did nothing. Well, I don't want to keep using those. So what's going on?
It's about time. I'll lay claim to the stars.
Okay, this is similar to the other map, except I can't get down the ladder here. It is very similar to the other map. Okay, that's the edge of said map.
Follow my lead.
I wonder if we're anywhere close to our objective. What's this? Command center. Well, that is our objective, isn't it? Well, let's just explore the rest of this stuff then.
None
Quickly.
shall stand in my way.
Oh, that's still the command center. Oh, got some stuff there. And that's just where we came in, isn't it? So have we crushed the rebellion now? Is that the idea of it? I mean, there is still some stuff down there. Alright. Let's go and check this out first, and then we'll go to the command center, which is probably our main objective anyway. What's this? An ancient monocle from Terra. The wielder's law Imperium checks depend on fellowship instead of intelligence. Okay, so if we were... Who's our law Imperium expert then? 25, 50, 30, 28. So him. His fellowship's really low, but his intelligence is high, so that's not going to help. Likewise there. It's a bit of a wash there. It would help him. It would help him. Okay. How would Abelard like to wear a monocle?
See, right there.
Oh, interesting.
Nothing escapes my sight. The burden of failure is the most terrible punishment.
Oh, why is there so many traps here?
I better myself through my service. Never doubt me.
And I'll take the XP, don't get me wrong.
The Emperor favors me today. I better myself through my service.
Better be something really good here.
Duty prevails.
Soldier muttering incoherently. Okay, he's oblivious to our presence. What's in here? Just loads of this stuff. I wonder if this graphic is a placeholder, because it's fairly unremarkable when everything kind of looks the same.
Challenge for me.
Oh, gosh. Crippled leg. Oh no, that's him, isn't it? That's fine. We're really in bad shape until we can we get back to the ship and heal.
Tolerate weakness.
Okay. Let's go into the command center. We might find out a bit more about what's going on here. Welcome to Reichard Minora's command center. Okay. What's that? I don't know, but we probably want to speak to the governor, don't we? I got a cross by find out what's going on. I guess I didn't find out what's going on. I think I've been everywhere though. Governor Medina. The tall, dark-skinned man turns towards you and greets you in a curt military manner. Faisal Rakadi Ab Medina Af Coronus, governor of this star system. Welcome to my temporary headquarters. The man's gaze rests on Abelard. His eyes narrow a little. Wasarian? Abelard nods dryly. Governor Medina, my greetings. I've not seen the convoy I sent to meet you. What happened? Have they failed to find and escort you? If that is so, I promise you their punishment will be swift and severe. Alright, I don't think there was anything going on with him. I must commend his loyalty and resilience. Just one good soldier and a whole convoy. Oh, deplorable. Enter the barracks, private, and await new orders. Your Lordship, before we proceed to discussing the subjects that are of interest to you, there is a question I feel compelled to ask. It was only recently that Lady Theodora was head of House von Valancius. I have received no word of her death. How is it that you are now the rogue trader? Our ship was attacked, Theodora was killed, and I claimed my inheritance. That's all you need to know. The governor frowns, and a deep shadow falls over his face. Rogue trader von Valancius. Slain! Unthinkable. Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences, Your Lordship. Just tell me how I could be of help to you. We can try the coercion. 70% chance. I need new crew members to replace those killed in the attack, and I need material reimbursement. Succeeded. The governor bows his head in acceptance. Of course, Your Lordship. You will be compensated for your damage, and I'll see to it personally that your ship's holds are filled with the best goods from my personal reserve. We've got 1,000 bottles of Amasec. Abelard nods in approval and remarks quietly, Excellent, Your Lordship. A rogue trader has no use for leniency. I can offer you several thousand heads of fine, obedient servants. However, I'm sad to say I won't be able to do it until we've dealt with the insurgency on our planet. I'm sure you won't have to wait long. The rabble will soon be duly punished for their heretic scheming. Can you crush it soon? Anything else I can do? I want to note the courage of Sergeant Malgar. That could be good. My kinsman has betrayed. Blah blah blah. All right, let's talk up Malgar first. The sergeant who managed to impress a person of such noble standing will be recommended for a decoration. My kinsman has betrayed our dynasty. If he's hiding, I want him to be handed over. Voidveer is a traitor? Why, any family, however noble, has its unworthy scion or two. Naturally, we will hand him over if we find him within my jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I have no data as to his location. However, the governor pauses to think. We have a cogitator here at the command center to which a data crypt from Logis Abel's Sanctum is connected. Okay, kind of like a storage drive. It aggregated all Lex Mechanic reports. Unfortunately, the access prayer for it is unknown to me. If you manage to wrangle the stubborn machine, you might find something on Conrad's movements. I'd presume he fled from you on a ship, not a pair of wings. There's an interrogator here operating your system. Do you know where he is? I do. Mr. Van Calox has left for the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium. It's an ancient monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I don't know what his goals are. Obviously, insurgents' movements have been observed in the monastery's vicinity. But I suppose that's too petty of a problem for an agent of the Most Holy Inquisition. Besides, I've already sent small reinforcements to the region. The weapon the insurgents used to shoot down shuttles over the city has been destroyed. Now, nothing is preventing you from returning to your ship. If you wish to find Mr. Van Calox, you should go to the Cenobium of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Hints of anxiety creep into the voice from Pascal's Vox. On behalf of the priesthood of Mars, I, Magos Hanuman, am officially initiating my participation in the excursion. I must inspect the state of the relic and assure myself that it is under zero risk of falling into heretical hands. According to the Catechism of Operation and Maintenance, my tech brethren were supposed to lock the monastery gates from the lay people and activate the traps. I deem it optimal that an ordained Magos should be involved in effecting these countermeasures. Are you Hanuman? Glad you're alive. The governor raises his eyebrows and stares at the tech priest in surprise, but refrains from further comments. Why are you so perplexed about his name? According to the reports we have, Logis Abel Hanuman set off for the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium a short while before it was... I'm glad to find out that you're safe. Perhaps you have information on Mr. Van Calox. Pascal's voice rasps confusedly. My name is Pascal Hanuman, not Abel, and I know nothing about that man. What do you know about this Abel, Governor? I never met him in person. The esteemed Logis supervised the work of Reich Adminoris' Lex Mechanics for many years. However, he rarely left his data chapel, and I never had the honor of making his acquaintance. A true hermit. Why did he fly to the monastery? When a Logis of the Adeptus Mechanicus wants to go somewhere, we don't ask why, Your Lordship. Where can I get more information on him? I would have suggested that you inspect the esteemed Logos' sanctum, but it's been destroyed by rebels. We've removed several surviving data crypts from it and connected them to the cogitators at the command post. Those might give you some more information. It's amazing that the mechanical voice from the Vox can sound so confused. That name might have been used as a signal intelligible only to its intended recipient. In that case, the name's bearer might be Archmagos Amanat, initiating investigation and data collection procedure. Hidera tenses up and listens, then turns around sharply to face Pascal. I can hear my friend Snide whispers through the door. Be careful on your search, Magos. If you stare into a shattered mirror for too long, you might see yourself in it, in every shard at once. Mending it is that much more of a nasty affair then. The new reflections deathlike. I see. Glad to be of service, your lordship. Is there anything else I could do while we wait for the end of the insurrection? There's a Navis Nobilite station in this system, but those hermits don't do business with anyone. Not even I have ever been invited on board. However, they've been known to make exceptions for members of rogue trader families. Perhaps they'll make one for you. If you'd like a distraction, a smaller and safer uprising to leisurely put down, there's a planetoid in my system called Raikadi Philia. It hosts a colony prison whose inmates rebelled at the same time as the heretics on the planet. It's a thoroughly ridiculous situation. It would only take us a couple of shots from orbit to take care of them, but... The governor purses his lips a little. Yvain Winterscale went there, a relative of my suzerain, the great rogue trader Caligos Winterscale, the master of this system and a dozen others. I imagine young Master Winterscale is very eager to prove himself to his distinguished kinsman. I see no reason for you not to join him. It's a small planetoid, the prisoner numbers are few, and they have little in the way of weapons. It's more of a sport for noble lords than a real rebellion. Yvain, Abelard mutters, stroking his beard. One of his distant younger offspring, yes? Oh, that's as much as I know about him, which means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way. Are you so confident you'll crush the insurrection soon? Oh, is that so? The governor maintains his composure. I'd like to hear your reasons for saying that. The insurgents are using the archenemy's artifacts, enchanted glasses which they use to perform unholy sorcery. I've heard about those glasses. What makes you think they're enchanted? Any fool can light a fire using a magnifying glass. That's no sorcery. Scores of crazed people with burned out eyes are stalking the city. The insurgents may in their own. Well, that's good for us. Alright, let's change the subject. By all means. That's everything. Okay. Let's have a quick look at the log. That's not it. I want the journal. So we've got to go and visit the monastery. Try and find this Heinrichs van Kalox. Got to go and help him in his mission. The Navis Nobilite isn't responding to signals. We should try docking. That's where we might get a navigator from. The starport. Okay, well we've done that. We finished that one. Should head to the monastery. Okay, well that's obviously kind of the next step for us then. What is errands? Okay, yeah, that's kind of our main stuff to do. We should go to... That's the monk's place again, isn't it? And we should talk to Argenta at some point. Alright, well let's have a... This is probably where the messages are, so why don't we have a quick look at these? The cogitator looks a lot older and shabbier than the ones next to it. However, it's evidently been taken good care of. Numerous parts have been replaced. Not a single key is jammed, and fresh seals with prayers to the Omnissiah adorn its surface. One of the side panels has been removed. Bundles of gold-notched cables extend from its insides to a small data crypt that was connected only a short while ago. The screen says, awaiting access code entry. Hack? You've got past the defenses. Fine. Pascal leans forward and runs his fingers over the keys. The cogitator screen blinks and responds with strings of unknown characters. I have petitioned the machine spirit to open Logus Abel's personal archives as well. It accepted my request. Okay, well, we'll work down. The Logus' private archive. Result of... I've been saying Logus, I'm going to say Logus. Result of Logus Abel's data trance. I cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it, shackled in the stasis. In the neural harness of their vows, the minds of the initiated are in reverie. I am registering an impulse of change. I surmise a potential influence on the stasis of the secret design. There came a time when the spiral was turned into a circle, but the cycle can be discontinued. The revelation granted by the Omnissiah to Logus Abel in the course of his data meditation has been recorded verbatim. Logus Abel is seeking a meeting with the Venerable Dar Impulse 6, who may assist in interpreting the revelation. A request has been sent to the Governor's Palace for a shuttle flight to the electrodynamic Cenobium. A message has also been sent to the Furibundus system. The cycle can be discontinued. I recognize the words. The voice from the Vox is soft and pensive, barely audible over the static. I believe I know who the recipient was of the message in the Furibundus system. It was me. Omnissiah, grant me the wisdom to comprehend this mystery. Alright, what's the next one? Upon Logus Abel's orders, the archives of every Augur station have been queried on Rykad Minoris, and the two primary satellites in stellar orbit around Rykad. Said satellites are named Majos Maruf and Zafira the Keen, after two great champions of faith whose external cogitators were posthumously placed inside the satellite's cores. The purpose of the sacred computation requested by the Logus is to uncover an external influence behind the present insurgency. Computation result, positive. Multiple instances of interference and malfunction detected, suggesting a deliberate blinding of the sacred Augur's eyes by ships moving across the system. The first of these ships is thought to have arrived 2 Rycarid Minoris cycles ago, early in the winter. The most recent one arrived a month ago. Logus Abel's conclusion. The insurrection on the planet had been long in the making, with the participation of external actors. It is alleged that 2 cycles ago, Aurora arrived in the Rykad system, the insurgents' unholy prophet of whom rumours have reached us. Subsequent ship movements can be explained as weapon deliveries, but what is the nature of their activity near Rakadi Philia? Governor Medina's attention must be drawn to... The final entry breaks off abruptly. Majos Ma'aruf satellite reports that a ship has translated into the system. Its signature is consistent with the records of the flagship of a rogue trader dynasty, House von Valancius. Zafira the Keen satellite reports that a nearby drifting ship has sped away in a hurry. The ship sent an encrypted Vox transmission to an insurgent-controlled area on the surface of Rykad Minoris. A second transmission was directed towards Rykadi Philia. Both transmissions were signed Brother Twilight. The messages themselves could not be decrypted. To be investigated. The entry contains planet-side coordinates marked Heavy Augur Station jamming. Possible hidden insurgent space? Alright, so we're done here. I wonder if when we leave we can go straight back to our ship. I guess we'll see. Or at least the starport. Ah, here we go. So we could go straight back to the Void ship. Let's do that, in fact. Okay, so we've got some stuff going on. This is... unknown. That's Rykad Minoris. Voxmaster Vigdis Suri Otter. Lord Captain, sorry to disturb you. Vigdis pauses as if listening to something. There's some pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master Wessarian's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. Okay. I presume it's not crashed. Ah. Give me my little swivel chair. The everyday sounds of the bridge are disrupted by voices raised in anger. Abelard's voice the loudest of all. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a highborn brat out on a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. Avrila Vent, the young woman standing before Abelard, strives with all her might not to quail under the onslaught of her superior's anger. She falters, but then manages to look him in the eye and say, I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain, not least because I see you have already seen fit to disturb him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence towards a higher-ranking officer will be logged on your personal file without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant of Relevant, requesting permission to speak. She falls silent, and then adds rashly, on a matter of extreme importance and urgency. We'll go the sort of moderate option. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I thought the drastic times called for drastic measures. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on orders to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary. But I'm convinced that this step is unwarranted, and that the crisis itself was provoked by the action of one of the senior officers. She's almost trembling with tension as she delivers her speech, her face pale. Abelard, in no hurry to intervene, lets out a sceptical huff. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Wersarian, and to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon we will have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. Vent reels off the last words as though she knows them by heart. She's clearly been preparing to say them for some time. When she's finished, she casts an anxious glance at Abelard and then you. There's an insurrection on this ship and no one has informed me. I would not deem it a problem worthy of a rogue trader's attention. The lower decks, as it so happens, are in revolt. 30-some years ago, we even had a revolutionary leader rise up, who dared to establish workers' rule across the entire ship. It took a month to restore order, but even 8 years later, we were still battling rumours that the hero had survived his execution, and was on the verge of gathering people to fight against tyranny once more. He scoffs. Needless to say, the rumours were baseless. As for the current situation, we have sufficient enforcers to deal with it. But on this ship, the word of the Lord Captain carries more weight than a salvo from 100 bolters. I'm sure that if the rogue trader addresses the malcontents directly, he will quell the unrest. I dread to think what problem you will disturb the rogue trader with next. Perhaps you will ask the Lord Captain to break up brawls in the mess room. I've already given you the means to resolve this problem, you simply need to use them. If I may, Your Lordship, sending a hit squad to crush the rebellion is a means of ignoring the problem, not solving it. How did all this start? The situation could boil over at any minute, so I'll give you the condensed version. It all began when the enforcers found a cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd been killed in a drunken brawl. We reported up the chain immediately, arranged for a cleansing rite to be performed, and opened the investigation. No pirates have been found alive, but the search has brought tensions between enforcers and workers to a head. And where does Wersarian come into all this? I shall explain. I beg you to hurry, time is running out. I will not hurry, since my competence is under scrutiny. I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There is an established order to the way things are done on this ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that. I've always handled internal problems myself, so of course when I received information about pirates hiding on the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodora von Valancius will find refuge on her ship. You were too heavy-handed, Seneschal Wersarian. Arrests, interrogations, mashed punishments for entire sectors. It has driven the people to the brink. Now there is a strike on the lower decks, in Depot 4 to be precise. 3 worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate into an all-out insurrection. But when I reported my concerns, the only response I received was an order to dispatch an assault unit and crush the strike with maximum force. What is Depot 4? Depot 4 is one of the poorest sectors on the lower decks. It is home to clans of general labourers. They're not as valuable to the ship as the families who have served its specialised systems for generations. They're easily replaceable resource, and one which is now, more besides, giving succour to pirates and minions of the archenemy. Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at worst that means drunken fights and illegal rock-gut brewing. We've handled the workers of Depot 4 in the past. We would have done so again if the crackdown hadn't been so harsh. And another important point to bear in mind. The problem is not limited to this sector. It is located on one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happens there has a knock-on effect on all the neighbouring sectors. Abelard, what do you say to this? I see no need to add anything. I acted within the remit of my authority, guided exclusively by the best interests of your protectorate and your personal safety. If you wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions for yourself, I have no objections. For my part, I urge the Lord Captain to go to the lower decks. Stop the assault unit and speak directly to the people. You'll see they're not lying or harbouring pirates. That way you'll stop the uprising before it begins. Okay, let's say I'm certain he was acting within his authority, but I'm going to verify the soundness of his decisions for myself. Throne preserve you, Lord Captain. I thank you for your support. Abelard grits his teeth slightly. An enterprise bordering on the sophomoric, but please yourself, Lord Captain. However, I categorically insist that I escort you. Yeah, we'll have everyone. Okay, so we've entered a new area, but I think we'll... Oh. Okay. We'll let the cutscene play out. Hey, it's Wiserium. Take that, scum! Oh dear, what do they throw at him? Toxic waste or something. Abelard reflexively wipes the sweat from his brow in a startlingly human gesture, and a telling one. A rare moment where he allows his age and weariness to show through his armor-like veneer of self-assurance. The lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret that we cannot replace all the locals with servitors. Did you hear? They were shouting your name. Of course they are. The organisation of the daily routine life of the ship rests upon my shoulders. The mountain of challenges and problems from which I endeavour to insulate you, Lord Captain. The situation on the lower decks has been a cause for concern, and I have personally intervened on more than one occasion. That must be why they remember me. They do not know your face. To them you are akin to a creature of legend, one who has stood on the steps of the Golden Throne, no less. Whereas I am the man whose name is attached to every order docking, rations, or lowering a bay's heating. Let's get moving. Okay, so I was just going to say that we'll leave it there for today, I think. I think we'll continue on with this. We'll certainly investigate what's happening with these lower decks in this series. But that may be all for the time being. I don't know. Contempt. Whenever an enemy attacks the fighter, his next melee attack deals additional... Oh, that's good. Yeah. But yeah, no, I am enjoying this beta. But equally, I don't want to do so much that I kind of spoil it for myself when it's fully released. But I do intend to probably do another 2 or 3 episodes, probably. Just trying to see more of the systems for myself. We're back on the Void ship now, so I'm hoping after this we can maybe get into a bit of more of the Void ship management side, which I don't think I've really seen anything of yet. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you did, if you could hit the thumbs up button on the video, that'd be fantastic. As well as leaving me a comment to let me know what you think about the game so far. Have you got any anything you'd like to sort of see improved perhaps in the final version, or just your thoughts on the state of the beta currently? And lastly, if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, it would be great if you could do so. So, thanks very much once again, and I hope to see you next time for more Rogue Trader. Bye for now.